Oh, snap.
Chicken Little is the greatest animated motion picture that Disney has ever made. First off, let's start with the film's director, Mark Dindal. After barely pulling off a previous Disney failure, The Emperor's New Groove, the studio felt comfortable enough to let him helm his first CGI epic. And boy howdy does Dindal outdo himself as a quality animation director by making The Emperor's New Groove look like the crap that it is. In fact, it triumphed over every previous Disney film before or since. Move over Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, Frozen, and Encanto. Chicken Little beats all. The story is essentially a retelling of the classic Chicken Little children's book, which was initially about a chicken getting hit on the head by some dumb acorn, being convinced that the sky is falling, then rallying all of his friends to start a panic. The film decided to pay homage to this heartfelt story about blindly trusting people by working in a well-paced plot about the court of public opinion, an alien invasion, and a big misunderstanding that nearly led to an intergalactic genocide. It perfectly encapsulates the themes of the original storybook. The animation quality puts everything Pixar has ever made to shame. Utter shame. Clock off Toy Story and Finding Nemo, Chicken Little's state-of-the-art depictions of animals, and their ultra-realistic country town makes me question why no other animated movie before or after 2005 has looked this beautiful. As our title character goes about his daily life, his world is totally loving, understanding, and not mean-spirited in any way. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that this film discourages bullying by teaching misfit kids to not ever attempt to fit in. It also has a valuable lesson to teach kids about not disturbing the peace and quiet of your community by showcasing grown-ass adults mentally abusing a small child. Speaking of grown adults justifiably bullying small children, Chicken Little's father, Buck Cluck, is truly a candidate for Father of the Year. This might be the best father and son story since Freddy Got Fingered. The fact that Buck Cluck does not stand by his son and constantly regards him as a disgrace is what good parenting is all about. His loving, totally not toxic parenting ultimately pays off when Chicken Little wins a superficial baseball game and with it the respect of the townspeople. The rest of the film then turns into a chase sequence with Little's epic friends Abby Mallard and Run to the Litter, the latter of whom exists as Disney's tasteful way of articulating that fat shaming is acceptable and even encouraged. There is even a scene where Abby and Runt are karaoke singing Wannabe by the Spice Girls, and honestly, it's that one thing this movie was missing to make it perfect. So Chicken Little has to convince the town that aliens have landed, but no one believes him at first because the aliens hide at first before doing a complete 180 and revealing their apparent intentions to destroy all civilization. Little finds an alien so cute it makes Grogu look like a mutated puppy, then concludes that the creature must be returned to the invaders based on no credible evidence that the child is who the aliens are looking for. What an incredible plan! But first, Little must make amends with his father. The rushed fashion in which they bury the hatchet and get over their personal issues just goes to show how perfectly paced this story is. So in an epic chase scene set impeccably to the tune of R.E.M's It's the End of the World as We Know It, the adorable baby alien gets reunited with his family, and then the aliens admit that it was all a misunderstanding, call off the invasion, and then boom, crisis over. Why the hell didn't Independence Day have this ending? Then 1 year later, society has praised Chicken Little as a hero by making this awesome, totally legit action epic. Oh, and even though it was never established, he and Abby Mallard are smitten. What a wonderful movie. This is the Freddy Got Fingered of Disney films. change my mind. The movie also has a totally state-of-the-art sense of comedic timing. These jokes are not forced in any way, and they are totally not trying to stick it to that other animated abomination known as Shrek. This movie outdid Shrek and outdid it well. I have not laughed this hard since 2005.